I'm Yuri, and today we're going to be making Yuri's curry. What you're going to need is a beaten, abused yellow onion, tinned tomatoes or fresh, doesn't really matter, 3 cloves of garlic, an array of spices, some red chili pods, 2 of the largest potatoes I could find, and your favorite choice of chicken cut. I chose thighs. This is marinated in yogurt for a couple hours. You don't have to do that. It's optional. We're only going to need half of it anyways. Hopefully I don't cut my fingers off. Can't really see anything. Hopefully I've done this enough. I should be able to do it. You don't have to do small cuts. You're going to be blending all this in the end anyways. And garlic as well. And as you can see, there's oil in the pan. It's from when I cooked sausage this morning. I like to reuse as much as I can of anything, pretty much. And if you're doing it normally, you do about a tablespoon and a half of butter. It's about how much I do. You can really use as much butter as you want in this. It'll be more flavorful. I'm actually probably going to throw this in as well. And we'll come back to this when it's sizzling. Now, whilst we wait for those to get those onions to get all simmering up, we're gonna combine the spices. Now, first, I start with your regular curry powder mix. I do like about a say about 2 teaspoons or so. Then fenugreek. If you don't have fenugreek, don't worry. It's not 100% necessary. White pepper. Then we got ginger. Do about a teaspoon of that. Cumin. We'll do about a teaspoon and a half. Looks like. Then garlic powder. Even though we did put garlic cloves in there, I like putting even more garlic in there. Love me some garlic. That. You do like teaspoon, 2 teaspoons if you want. Chinese 5 spice. Why Chinese 5 spice? Because it's got cinnamon, anise, fennel, ginger, clove, even though I already have ginger in there. Largely I just want something that has cinnamon and clove in it. And everything else is just an added extra. I don't want too much cinnamon in there. It can be a bit distracting, or overpowering I should say. Then we got more turmeric, even though there's turmeric in the curry powder mix included with the cumin. It's just adding a little bit like extra to your specified tastes. Then a little extra paprika, and that is the spice mix. Then the last thing is anise seed. And I put in like half a teaspoon of them. Now we got the onions simmering and the garlic simmering as well. And the next thing we're going to add to this, just to get them a little bit like heated up and make the oil a bit more flavored, is we're going to add chili pods. I like spicy curry. Today, I don't want a test of strength. So I'm going to put like 6 or 8 in there. Let's do 8 or 9. If you don't like spiciness, you don't have to do this many. It's not necessary. We're going to let this go a little bit longer. We can probably take the heat down a little bit, just because I don't want any darkened bits on it too much. I don't want to burn it. Now, while we wait for those onions to cook for a little bit longer, we got the tomatoes, which we can add into here. whilst we wait. Yeah, shake hand over. And with these tomatoes, we're gonna add, let's see, about how many. I'd say about 1/3 of the cup, and then you'll want to do a little bit of these juices as well, just to give it a little bit more liquid to help blend up. And now my massive potatoes. You may be asking, why am I peeling the potato this way? Don't you have a potato peeler? I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. We'll cut these into some fairly small cubes. They're just to add a little extra texture, little extra, well, quite literally a little extra calories. I would have preferred if I had bigger potatoes, but these are kind of funny. Now we can add the onions, garlic, and peppers to the blender. And you'll want to keep all this leftover oil in the pan. First time using this blender. There we go. It'll be a thick, heavy paste sometimes if you don't have much water in it. Added a little extra water. Mix it up. Make sure you get all the curry sauce out of this thing. And all those nice spices too. Now we can add the potatoes and chicken. Your rice of choice, mine is white. Make as much rice as you want. There's no defined recipe for this. And for the water, there's no exact thing that I ever do for this. I just do about like, finger deep. Make it. Alright, now we let that simmer for an hour. Do whatever you want to do in the meantime. And then we'll come back and we'll do the last final steps. Alright, it's been an hour. Time for the final step. We're going to take cornstarch. You can use flour instead, but when you do this step, you're going to want to let it cook for like an extra 5 minutes or so to get that flour taste out of it. Since you'll see the curry is quite dry looking, we'll probably do like about 2 teaspoons. And then about 1/3 or 1/4 cup of milk. And then now we will also add just a little bit of that ground cardamom. And now, time to add the slurry to Yuri's curry. And we'll let this cook for about 5 more minutes to let it properly thicken all the way up. Now it's time to plate up. This is Yuri's curry, and it's that easy.